today's video is going to be on basic shapes within shortcuts a lot. On the left hand side here we have a basic square, and if you click on it you get different shapes that you can use. For example, if I click on the star, I can do a star. This here, this arrow right at the top, is how I move my star around, or whatever shape I've got. Now, you notice all these little things around here. These control your shape. These double arrows, there's one at the top and there's one on the left, will move your shape either up and down or side to side, but they will keep it in the same line that it is, so you can't move it diagonally with those by mistake. That's very important if you're trying to line things up, or you're trying to move something which is in line but you don't want to put it out of line, you just want to move it in a different plane. So very useful to know. This one allows you to move it however you wish. This one here will rotate it. This one here will make it bigger or smaller. And if you go over to this funny little shape here, the position and size, you'll notice I have keep proportions checked. If I don't have that checked, I can pull it out of shape. So if I take that off, I can do that. I can also use these individual arrows, the one on the bottom here and the one on the right here, to expand or contract the width or the height. Okay, if I've got this checked, it's going to keep it in the same proportions. Pretty simple, huh? Also, I'll just get rid of this one because I need to draw again. You will see at the top here we have star, points, inner radius and so on. And this allows us to control the original shape of the star. So I can increase or decrease the number of points, increase or decrease the radius of the inside. Okay. And once I've actually done that and selected it, it is no longer alterable in the same way. I have to go to this and alter it and draw another one. Okay, so don't click off of the shape until you have the shape that you actually want it to be at the end of the day. Okay, remember, if you want to drag your shapes off of the mat like that, you need to go to the shortcut slot preferences, go to the edit one and uncheck this box, keep objects on the mat when dragging. Right, so if you want this to have a color fill, you go to the palette here and you choose to put in color. Or you can actually have a pattern. There are some patterns that you can choose. You can add your own patterns as well, but that's a topic for a later date. Or you can have a gradient fill as well. And again, you can change the color of that. I'm just going to keep that back to none. Now, the opacity speaks for itself. The width here, this is talking about the line width. Now, if I put this up, you can see that line getting heavier. This is only affecting the print. It does not affect the cut, just the way that it looks when you print it. It might be something that you want to keep to, say, I don't know, 1 or 2 if you find it difficult to see a finer line, but it's not going to make any difference to your cut. I keep mine on 1 and that's it usually, unless I'm doing demos, and sometimes I make it thicker so that you can see it clear on the screen. And again, we have line styles, which we can change if we wanted to. We could put that to a dashed line or not, as the case may be. We have an undo or redo button. And that is pretty much it, I think, for actual shapes.